Okay, so we've talked about Edvard Munch and his expression picture, The Scream. You are going to draw your own face today. I'm going to give you a handout that has shapes for heads, different types of eyes. Eyebrows are very important to create expressions, noses, mouths, and ears, and you can always create something different that's not on this sheet. Once you've drawn that, we are going to fill in the face with oil pastel. And since these are expressions, you want to think about the color that would match the expression. This one's kind of surprised, and reds and oranges, I think of surprised expressions. This one's kind of a surprised expression too. This one looks a little bit more maybe scared. This one's definitely angry. I think of more reds and maybe some browns for angry. This one's a little bit nervous. I put some purples and whites and blues for a little bit nervous. And this one looks pretty happy. So those are finished ones. This one I haven't quite finished. These are a couple different ones. This one I think is more of a bored, kind of a yawning expression. So when you start adding your color, once you've drawn the face and we've traced it with Sharpie, we're going to start adding the color. Now these are oil pastels, so sometimes you have to maybe wipe off a little bit of the oil pastel, but you don't want to just go back and forth straight like you would with a crayon. You want to go a little bit more with the shape of your face. And maybe that's around the eyes a little bit. You're going to, kind of like when we did our tree for our starry night, you're going to blend these colors together so that you don't see the paper anymore. If I still see the paper through your oil pastel, you need to go back and add a little bit more color to it. Now also, I want to see you blending, and you can even use your finger when you do oil pastels. If you'd like to use your finger and blend a little bit of those, sometimes you see that little oil pastel get on there. Or you can take another color of oil pastel, and this one's kind of a gold color, and you can blend that right on top of the color that you just did. This one's kind of a dark gold. So if I want to do that color next, you notice how I'm kind of keeping mine symmetrical. Since it's my face, the colors are going to be the same on both sides. And I'm not going real fast. I think I'm going to add a little bit of blue now, kind of around the eyes. That kind of gives me the feeling that he's got some dark circles around his eyes. He's really tired and bored. I'm not going to color in the white part of the eye. I think I'm going to leave that white. But you notice, I just want you to really pay close attention to how slowly I'm going with my colors. And I'm not coloring in all one color. I'm going to look and see, do I like that color so far? Do I need to add another color? Maybe I need to have a different color. And if you need to, you can peel some of this back. Maybe I want a different color blue right there in the middle. Or maybe I can just, as I'm working with my oil pastel, pay close attention to what I'm doing, seeing what it looks like, and then blending a little bit with my finger. Now this finger's already dirty. I might be able to use a different finger if I don't want to blend those colors together. And sometimes I even add a little bit of white. If you add white on top of a color, kind of gives it a tint. That's going to get that light blue color going. I can maybe even blend some of this down here. Where my blue and my yellow mix, it's going to make green. You can kind of see that looks interesting right now, but I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm not just going really, really fast. As I keep going, you're going to start to notice some of those colors blending even more together. I think I'm going to make this nose kind of a red nose right here. And then maybe mix some of that gold in with that. And just make that gold. I think I'm just going to make that gold just kind of blend in the rest of here. And then I'll get to start on the ears and the neck and the shirt. Now we are going to do the hair a different way next week, and you'll get to see that next week a little bit more clearly. And now if I notice that I think, yeah, that looks okay, but what about a little bit extra yellow in that gold? This is kind of an orange. Maybe I just want to blend a little bit extra in there just to kind of give it a little bit more brightness. Kind of that yawning look. Maybe he's sick. Maybe this isn't a yawning bored look. Maybe he just looks like he's sick. Blend that in. I'm using another color or another finger. That's kind of looking nice. So I've got some fingers that are dirty, got a good start to my face, and it's looking really good.